everyone, this is Izzy from Minerva. In today's video we're going to be looking at how to add gathers to our skirt block and then how to create a skirt with the gathered features in it. Now gathers are a fantastic feature which a lot of patterns have. You can add gathers all over the place to loads of different parts of a pattern. We're just going to show you the fundamental skills of how to do that and the maths to be able to do that as well. It's not complicated, don't worry, you can totally follow step by step. As ever with this particular series, you're going to need a few different bits and bobs to follow along with me today. So you're going to need your personal skirt block, which is going to be drawn up exactly to your body measurements. If you've not got that, have a look at our previous videos where I've demonstrated exactly how to do that. You're also going to need your pattern ruler, some tracing paper, a pencil, a pen, calculator, and then your fabric to sew up your pattern pieces once you've cut them out. So come on then, let's get going. To start off with, I want you just to copy out your skirt back and your skirt front from your pattern block and trace them onto tracing paper. For the purpose of this demo, I've printed off mine just so you can see them clearly on the video above. The first thing we're going to do is to draw a line on both of the skirt pieces where we want the break in our skirt to be. So this is going to be where our gathers are going to start from. So I'm just going to drop a line at 4 centimetres. On this particular ruler, I've got a 4 centimetre line marking that just sort of comes through here and is picked up again at this point, so I can just follow that along the hip line. And I'm just going to draw a line across the skirt front and the skirt back so that I've got a reference there for where I want my gathers to start. So you could draw your line right down the bottom, down here, so you just got like a little frill of gathers down the bottom, which would look really cute. You could take it higher up to the bottom of this dart so that it's kind of coming out just below the waist. For the purpose of this demo, we're just going to do it here, but you can go ahead and do whatever you want. This is your pattern piece and it's just a whole load of fun. So go and make your design choices. And basically, at that point, all you need to do is then just cut those pieces out. For the sake of this pattern, we're going to be keeping our top pieces exactly as they are. No further alterations are required. So grab a pair of scissors and cut out your pieces. Now at this point, because you've split the block pieces into 4 parts, you just need to make sure you've annotated this as skirt back and this one as your skirt front. Just so it's really clear and you don't forget that later. Now we're going to take a look at just tracing over our skirt back and skirt front. This is quite straightforward for us, we've done this a few times now. So we've got our skirt back and our skirt front and we're just going to add our seam allowances at this point. We'll start off with the skirt front. Now this is our centre front and we're going to place it on the fold, so just follow that line exactly over the pattern block piece. Add your 1.5 centimetre seam allowance to your waist, or whatever it is that you want to add. Curve that off with a nice curve. So at this point, we've not added a seam allowance to our centre front because we're going to be placing that on the fold. We've added a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance to our waist and a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance to our side. What we've also done is add a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance to the break line on the skirt. That is because we're going to want to add our gathers onto the bottom of this, and these 2 pieces are going to need to be joined. So we need to add a seam allowance to allow this piece, the bottom of the skirt, to be added to the top of the skirt. At this point, it's time to annotate your pattern piece. Your grain line is going to follow the centre front line. Perfect. Once you've annotated that to say where the waist, the hip is the grain line, and the fact you're placing it on the fold along the centre front line, make sure you just annotate it. This is the gathered skirt, skirt front top, and we're going to cut 1 on the fold. Great, once you've done the skirt front, we're then going to move on to the skirt back and do the same process there. Start off by drawing a line along your centre back. For this one, we've not added a seam allowance to the centre back, that will be placed on the fold. we've drawn in a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance to the waist and likewise to the hip. And again, we've added 1.5 centimetres to the bottom of the piece so it can attach onto the next one. We've also added in those darts. At this point, we're going to annotate it similarly as we did for the skirt front. The grain line again runs parallel with our centre back. So once you've added your annotation to say to place the centre back on the fold, the grain line running parallel with the centre back, and you've annotated the piece to say what it is, it's the gathered skirt, skirt back top and cut one on the fold, we can then cut out both of those pieces. So cut them out now and then we'll get on to the skirt piece. We're now going to add in the gathers to our skirt front piece. So grab that piece and pop it onto a piece of paper. The first thing I want you to do is just measure the width of your skirt piece down at the bottom. So for me, that's 25 centimetres. Grab your calculator and times the width of your skirt by 1.8. I then want you to extend the bottom line by the amount that you've just written down there. So for me, I'm taking it up to 45. Square that up. And up at the top, just square that across. So all we've done with the skirt front at this point is we've just added in extra width across the skirt piece. So we've multiplied the width that we have when it's really nice and fitted on our body and multiplied that by 1.8. So we're going to have more volume in the bottom of our skirt. It's quite a simple process. You can times, I just particularly like timesing my gathers by 1.8 to get extra volume. If you times it by 2 or 3, you'd get loads more volume created in the gathers of the skirt. So it's up to you completely. Why don't you try a few different options where you do a skirt with where the volume is added at 1.8, or you could add it at 3 and see what the difference is. Have a little play and see what your personal preference is. Grab a piece of tracing paper and then start to trace over your pattern block that you've adapted to make it into a pattern piece. So first of all, down this side here, this is our moved centre front seam. So I'm just going to draw along that line. I'm not going to add a seam allowance there, but at the bottom we can just add a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance at the bottom down here and a 1.5 to the side seam. And we need to add the 1.5 centimetre seam allowance to the top so it can attach onto the skirt top, which is up there. Now the grain line on this piece is just straight up because it is a lovely, nice rectangle. And we still need to place the centre front, which has been moved over to here, on the fold. So annotate that as well. And there we have it. This is our pattern piece. A really nice rectangle, really straightforward, really nice and simple. So we've added our grain line, gathered skirt, skirt front, bottom, because we've got our skirt front top to go up there, cut one on the fold. Once you've drawn it up, you can then cut it out. We're now just going to repeat that process with the skirt bottom. It's exactly the same, except for our measurements are going to be slightly different for the width of the skirt. So with our skirt back, again, the first thing we're going to do is just to measure the width across the width of our skirt back. Make a note of that, and then times it by 1.8. I then want you to draw a line from the centre back across to the distance that you've just calculated. For me, it was 48 centimetres. Then square that up and square across to the top of the pattern piece. At this point, you can add your tracing paper and trace over this skirt piece, which is our gathered bit of our skirt back. So our centre back has no seam allowance because we'll be placing this one on the fold. We'll add a seam allowance to the top to allow for it to join with the skirt top, and also to the side to allow it to join to the other skirt side. Again, your grain line is just following perpendicular to the skirt hem. So we've now got our 4 pattern pieces in total. We're going to go and cut those out now, out of fabric. So off you go, cut them out and then come back to the table and we'll sew them up together. After you've cut out your fabric, we then just need to transfer some of the key line markings. We don't need to transfer them onto the skirt bottom pieces, so you can just pop those over to one side, but we do need to transfer them to the skirt front and the skirt back. So grab your dressmaker's carbon paper and just transfer these dart lines. Repeat the process for the skirt front. As always, I'd recommend adding your notches at the hip line just as a nice reference when you're putting everything together. Great, so you can see that we've transferred our line markings onto the skirt front and back, and we've done that for both pieces. Next, we're just going to pin and sew those 6 darts together. Do this as accurately as you can just to get a really nice finish. Don't forget to tie off the loose ends of the thread at the bottom of the darts. Press the seam allowances towards the side seams. At this point, we've got our 2 skirt bottom pieces that we need to do. So we're going to sew along the top, and we're going to sew 3 lines of stitches up at 5mm stitch length along the top of the skirt. I'm actually just going to annotate this piece as well because both of the squares are very similar. So I'm just going to use a washable pen just to annotate the skirt front to bottom. I want you to put right sides together of the skirts and just pin down the left hand side if the top of the gathers will be there and the hem is down at the bottom down here. I'm just going to talk you through now how to do some gathers along the top of those pattern pieces. I always recommend that you do at least 2, usually 3 lines of long basting stitches so like a 5mm stitch length, 0.5 of a centimetre stitch length, so they're nice long stitch lengths, and we always do those 3 lines of stitches within the 1.5 centimetre seam allowance at the top of the garment. Now that just enables us to use those 3 strands to draw the skirt top together and gather, and if any of those strands happen to snap, then you've got 2 other ones that you can rely on. Now there are lots of different ways of doing gathers, so if you've got a way that you prefer to do, absolutely just go for it. There's a really cool method using dental floss, which I've seen people use in the past, where you do a zigzag stitch over some dental floss, then you can just pull the dental floss. That's a nice, pretty cool way of doing it as well. So use your method of preference, and I'll just go for it now. So on each end we've got a long line of stitches, and they're just loose, they're not reinforced at the beginning. In the middle where we've got our seam allowance, I've reinforced the stitches at that point so they're not going to gather any further. Once I start to pull one end, they're going to stop gathering at that point. And then I've left the other end with loose threads as well, so I can start to pull those up to the centre point where I've got my reinforced stitches. With right sides together, pin your top 2 pieces together just along the right hand side. So this is along the right hand side of your body, and then stitch in place. Press that seam open. We're now going to sew the bottom of the skirt to the top of the skirt, gathering in the bottom of the skirt so the width of the skirt is the same. We're going to start by pinning the centre seam together. Gather the skirt to the same width as the top pieces, pin in place, and then sew using a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance. Sew the side seam from the hem just above the gathers. Hem your waist. Okay, how exciting is this? We have actually sewn this whole skirt together, and we've obviously left our opening at the side, and here we have it. Look at her, she's looking amazing. Can't wait to try that on and see what it looks like. If you are doing a hem or a waistband, don't forget to add that as well. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to go and pop this on now and show you what it looks like. And here we have the gathered skirt. It looks really cute, doesn't it? Nice and fitted across the hips, with the 2 darts, 4 darts across here, and the 2 darts down at the front, which just give the top a really nice shape, picked up from our original skirt blocks. That's really beautifully fitted. And then we've got the gathers of the skirt down here, giving it all that lovely volume, which is really nice. It's quite an elegant sort of feel, this one. I also think that depending on where you place the gathers, that's going to have a huge impact on how the skirt looks and feels. So if you bring the gathers up to the waistline, then they're just going to sort of flow out and give you that lovely kind of volume at that point. But even if you imagine if you took your drafted skirt block all the way down to the knee and then flared out, that would also look really cool. So loads of great options for this skirt. I think it's really beautiful, and this technique is absolutely fantastic. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you really enjoyed this step-by-step process of how to design and create a beautifully gathered skirt. This is an absolutely fabulous technique for all sorts of locations, and it's really pretty much straightforward. It's really fun and easy, so I hope you really enjoy exploring that method. Thank you for joining me today. I really enjoyed filming this for you. Please do continue to watch the rest of the series. It's going to be great fun, and also please do take pictures of your makes that you create using this course and post them on our Minerva community. We absolutely love to see what you all create in the beautiful fabrics and different options and different versions. So do come and join our community, set up an account on our website, and you can post all of your makes there for everyone to see and admire. As ever, if you've got any comments, we always love to hear from you, so please pop them in the comment section below the video, and of course we'll be responding to you there. Thank you for joining me today. It's been an absolute privilege to film this. I'll see you on the next one.